while I wait in line, I just want to show you guys this. They're just ones. I'm not going to try to trick you and tell you that they're hundreds. They're hundreds to me. But to everyone else, they're ones. These are debt instruments. Okay? What does that mean? Every year since 1980, this has lost 6 cents in buying power. That's $1.50. This has lost $1.50 worth of buying power. It's only $1, and it's because we print this off. So let me phrase this to you guys another way. Like, why would you save this? Like, you have to invest it. I don't think I can make myself any more clear. This is garbage. These are just ones, right? But it's just trash. You might as well throw it in the fireplace, right? Or spend it. Do not save this. It loses 6% annually. Let me phrase it another way. Assume I had a credit card with $1 billion. And I say, look, I'm going to let you use just a fraction. I'm going to give you $100 out of this $1 billion. But you have to pay 6% interest on that $1 billion annually. But you can use a small portion of it. That's what this is. But instead of $1 billion, it's 37 trillion. Okay. So what's the other side of that? The other side of that is, assume this is $100 banner. Right? It's not 100. I think there's like $30 left in here. But assume it's $100. I could go put this I could go invest this, right? And I could, let me see, I would get 400 in purchasing power if I was to just invest this, okay? Just in regular stocks. I could, right, so that's a 4x. If I was to go buy treasuries, I could buy $10,000 worth of treasuries with this $100 because it's a 1% margin interest. So if you start thinking of things as like steroids, okay? If you start injecting it correctly as a debt product, it grows exponentially, right? You're just injecting steroids into this stuff. If you don't do anything, it shrinks, right? That's how you guys always see like that guy who he stops taking steroids, like Sylvester Stallone or something, and all of a sudden they shrink to like normal size again, and you're like, what the hell happened? You mean you can't be jacked and vascular at the same time? No, you can't. Okay, the two things don't exist. It's the same thing with money. You have to buy assets. All right, so why is it that banks tell you to save money, right? Save 20% of everything you earn. So how do the wealthy do it? The wealthy, quite literally, just once the money goes into their accounts, so you get $1 million in Nvidia, you just borrow against it. Because when you borrow against an asset, you don't pay taxes on it. But if you were to say sell $1 million in Nvidia, you're going to pay like 370 grand in taxes. Why would you do that? That would be stupid. Okay. Borrow against it. It's probably going to have an interest rate of maybe 5% annually. And you can go out and buy the Ferrari or the nice house or whatever. Or you can buy more Nvidia or whatever else you guys want to buy. But use debt. No different than how the Treasury is using debt to convince all of you guys to save money. It's all debt. The entire country, the entire world is founded on debt. Use debt. Debt is the asset, not saving money.